Morning! Dale Sugar Trader Boys. We got the markets mixed. S&P down a little, Nasdaq's flying, Dow's down a little, 84 points, 0.3%. Russell's down 0.1. Dollar's dropping a little here, back down on just above 93 cents there. Money coming out of bonds. Oil's dropped out back down to 37.60. Gold's basically flat. So not much happened here. We rolled out of the September contract there by looking at the gold of silver. Big tech. You know, here we go. Tesla leading the charge, up 5%. One of the trades we put out there in the exclusive stock report, and you probably missed it. But big money being made here. Apple up 1.6% there, so it's another one that was in the stock report. All doing well. IBM's up a little. Goldman Sachs being financials down a little, and coronavirus, they're starting to get a little bit of love here today. A little bit of love there. So look at the Dow 30 real quick. Ooh, mixed market. A lot of red, little speckles of green coming in. So not a lot to report on right there. Let's jump over. We'll take a look at the news. And the news, well, not too much to report. We had jobless claims come out at 830. Previous week was 884. This week was 884. They were expecting a decline. That didn't happen though. We actually got a slight increase, so that wasn't looking too positive right there. Pretty much it. 11 o'clock, we got some information coming out about crude inventories and gasoline inventories, but that's not going to really have a great effect on the markets. Let's go over to and take a look at the charts. Let's start with the S&P 500. 1 hour time frame, S&P 500 futures here. We are in a bull flag. Ooh, that's a beauty. Right, so here's your flagpole. Up we go. Tight range downtrend. Tight range downtrend is your bull flag setup. So what we're looking for is a break above this trend line right here. Okay, breaking above that trend line right there, breaking above the moving averages. Okay, you can take the trade on the breakout. So you can look for a trade right above this candle's high. That'll be just above 3,400. Okay, or you could take a higher probability entry, wait for the breakout, wait for the retracement, then take your trade and look for the up move. We're going to have overhead supply coming in right in here. And that overhead supply is at 34.50. Okay, so 34.50 is going to be your overhead supply right there. Okay, so that's coming up in this area here. That's your S&P 500. Let's look at the Russell 2000 daily time frame. We did have a beautiful day up. You can see we have an inside day here in the Russell. Inside days are known to chop up your account. So wait for some confirmation. Either we're going to go up or we're going to come back down, retest this area. So right now the Nasdaq is pointing to continuing to move this market up. That does not mean the Russell will be moving up. Okay, but wait for your confirmation. Here's your Nasdaq bull flag situation. We already have broken above this trend line on the Nasdaq. Right, we're coming back down for retracement. Now on the bigger picture here, longer term, is we've got this trend line coming through, and that's what's giving the Nasdaq a hard time. So this trend line was heavily used. We are definitely picking up the algorithms of the institutions here with this trend line. Trend line break, that was your position to go short right there. Beautiful transaction. You can see here yesterday we came up into this area. It came right up into this area, and it was used as resistance. Right, so we've broken above this small time frame trend line. We got to get above this trend line to get real conviction to get back into this channel of the Nasdaq here to move forward. So some good news on this is we did get a higher high. Right, we have come off higher lows, and our momentum indicator here is confirming strength of movement coming into this market with it. So things are looking good here. You get demand down here at 11,370. 11,370 is your demand level coming in through here with your moving averages on the 30-minute time frame. So there's a lot of support right in here. So if we do break back above that, back below that trend line, we can then look for a solid move to the upside. Right now, we can also move to the downside. So be ready for both. Be prepared for both. Okay. Here we coming in. We got the VIX. The VIX has demand at 2670. 2670 is your 2640 is going to be your demand level there. So 2867 right now. But this little area of sideways movement right here is where you're going to be looking for that area of potential turnaround in the VIX based on fear and the purchasing of puts on the S&P 500. So sorry, 2660. There you go. There's your exact number. Right, so if the VIX was to move down to here, then we're going to be looking for a potential top in the market, short term, right, which could become a longer term top if that takes place. On the oil front, on the oil front, we have come down to this beautiful daily demand level. That has worked absolutely perfectly. We're looking at an inside day today. On the 30-minute time frame, let's take a look at, let's see what sort of setup we have. We have demand right here. There's a demand level on the oil market on the 30-minute time frame, 37.36. So coming into this little bit of area of resistance right here, we may see a pullback, a retracement back down to this area to then look to get long, to then move to the upside. We've already hit this area of supply. So the next area of supply you'd be looking at would be right in here at 38.77. So this is a beautiful transaction, 37.36 up to 38.70. Be a nice little transaction to get on the oil markets. And lots of news coming out around crude around 11 o'clock. So that might give us some catalyst to make that happen. On gold, gold has done it again. We came down to this area of demand, into the buying area. Right? Oh, look at all these long tails. 1, 2, 3, 8. Back down to this area. We have just hit target 1 on this transaction. What a beautiful trade. All right, so 1919 up to 1965. Phenomenal transaction right there. And looking for target 2 up here at 2018. All right, so it's going to probably take a couple days to get there, but we can see again that move off in gold. Right. Looks like we've just broken a trend line here, and that trend line is coming through right there. So you can look for the trend line break. Hey, confirming we're broken now. That consolidation. Look for this to come up, wait for the retracement, and then you can take this trade and get involved in that transaction. Dale's Local Trader Boys, have a phenomenal day, and we will talk to you bright and early Friday morning.